My stepsister slapped me at my graduation party, and my stepmom brushed it off, saying, "Oh, it's just sisters being sisters." But then, my dad did something unexpected. My name is Lisa and I live in Austin, Texas. I'm 18 years old and about to graduate high school, but life hasn't exactly been a fairy tale. After my mom passed away when I was little, it was just me and my dad for a long time. He did his best, but his job eventually took him to another state, and that's when everything changed. Dad remarried a woman named Sophia, and at first, I thought maybe things would get better, that I'd finally have a family again. But Sophia, she's not the loving stepmom she pretends to be when Dad's around. And her daughter Rebecca, my stepsister, let's just say she sees me more as competition than family. Living with them has been like walking on eggshells. Rebecca gets away with everything. She's spoiled, selfish, and always looking for a way to put me down. If I complain or try to stand up for myself, Sophia shuts me down, telling me to stop whining or be grateful. It's like she only defends Rebecca to keep the peace, even if it means treating me like I don't matter. The weird part: when Dad visits, Sophia flips a switch. Suddenly I'm her lovely daughter, and she acts like we're all one big happy family. It's exhausting, but I've learned to keep my head down and focus on getting through high school. I know I can't leave yet. I refuse to give them the satisfaction. One day I tell myself, they'll be out of my life, and I'll finally have peace. But until then, I've been stuck in a house where I'm treated like an outsider, or worse, like the help. It's been years of biting my tongue, swallowing my pride, and waiting for my chance to escape. Little did I know, everything would come to a head on my graduation day. Graduation day was supposed to be one of the happiest days of my life, a milestone marking the end of all the struggles I endured in that house. For once, I wanted to celebrate my hard work and feel proud of myself. I even saved up money from my part-time job to buy a beautiful dress. It wasn't over-the-top expensive, but it was elegant, and I felt confident wearing it. I hoped for just one day where I could forget about Sophia and Rebecca's constant put-downs. The ceremony itself was everything I'd imagined. As I walked across the stage to get my diploma, I spotted my dad in the crowd, cheering louder than anyone. For a moment, I felt like a normal teenager with a supportive family. But that moment didn't last long. The party back at the house was small, just close friends, a few neighbors, and of course my dad. Sophia had insisted on hosting it, claiming it was her way of showing how proud she was of me. I knew better. It was all a show for my dad. The way she kept calling me, my lovely Liza, and bragging to guests about how we raised such a smart, hard-working girl, made me want to scream. Rebecca, as usual, found a way to ruin everything. She walked into the party late, wearing a dress that was clearly meant to outshine mine, something flashy and borderline inappropriate for a family gathering. From the moment she arrived, her eyes were glued to me, narrowing every time someone complimented my dress or congratulated me. It wasn't until later in the evening, when most of the guests had left, that her jealousy boiled over. I was standing by the dessert table, talking to a friend, when Rebecca stormed over. Her voice was sharp, dripping with disdain as she spat. "Why do you think you deserve to wear that dress? You probably stole Dad's money to buy it, didn't you?" I froze, stunned by her audacity. "What are you talking about?" I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. She didn't answer. Instead, she grabbed the edge of my dress and yanked at it, spilling her drink all over the fabric in the process. "You're not better than me, Lisa," she screamed. "Stop acting like you are." Before I could react, she slapped me, right there in front of Sophia, my dad, and a few lingering guests. The room went silent. My face burned, not just from the slap, but from the humiliation. Sophia rushed over, not to defend me, but to cover up Rebecca's behavior. "Oh, it's just sisters being sisters," she said with a forced laugh, trying to downplay what had just happened. I couldn't hold back anymore. "Sisters? She just slapped me. This isn't normal," I yelled, my voice cracking. My dad looked confused, torn between what he had just witnessed and Sophia's attempts to smooth things over. "Lisa, maybe we should all calm down," he started, but I couldn't calm down now. "Dad," I said, tears streaming down my face, "you don't get it. This is what they're really like when you're not here. Rebecca's a bully and Sophia lets her get away with it. They've been treating me like garbage for years." Sophia's face went pale and she started stammering. "Lisa, honey, that's not true. We love you." "Stop lying," I snapped. "You only pretend to care when Dad's around. The rest of the time you treat me like I don't belong here." I ran upstairs, locked myself in my room, and called my dad. I couldn't face him in person, not after everything that had just happened, but I needed to tell him the full truth. Over the phone, I poured out everything I had kept bottled up: how Sophia treated me like a maid, how Rebecca constantly tormented me, and how they only acted nice to me when he was home. To my surprise, he didn't try to interrupt or downplay my feelings. He just listened. When I finally finished, my voice hoarse from crying, he said, "I'll be there soon." True to his word, my dad showed up at the house that same night. He didn't knock or wait for an explanation. He walked straight in and demanded to know what had been going on. Sophia tried to sweet-talk her way out of it, but for once, my dad wasn't buying it. "You think I'm blind?" he said, his voice steady but filled with anger. "I saw what happened at the party, and now hearing everything Liza told me, I can't believe I trusted you to take care of her." Sophia's protest fell on deaf ears. Rebecca tried to play the victim, claiming I had provoked her, but my dad wasn't having it. "You've both been mistreating my daughter, and I won't stand for it," he said. Pack your things and get out. Sophia's jaw dropped. You can't be serious, she cried. I am, he said firmly. Lisa deserves better than this. I married you because I thought you'd help give her a family, but all you've done is hurt her. Get out. That was the first time I truly felt like my dad had my back.